All right then. Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to a poorly green screened stream. Yeah, I've had to set this green screen up very last minute because the glare from the blinds was too massive. So I've sort of bodge jobbed it for now. It's gonna have to do. It looks terrible, I know, but it is what it is. Lucas, why is the stream so early? Family stuff later on. So I've got it scheduled for this morning. I'm not expecting many in because it's early and all that, but it is what it is. Luke, good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Yeah, you worked with Henry the other day. What was all that about? He tells me you were with somebody else. But God, yeah, this green screen looks terrible, doesn't it? This some at the top which it doesn't like. And then is there a way I can disguise whatever's going on down here? So I think you can see through into my bedroom there. And let's see what that does. Does that look worse? That looks worse, doesn't it? Right. If I come forward a little bit, I'm going to have to move my camera a bit further away. Oh, God. This is good. This is really good. Well done, me. Well done, me. It's not big enough. Is there a way I can zoom? When the City fans were singing, "If you love City, jump up." Yes, I was. I was the only one jumping. Yeah. I try. Thank you, Anthony. It doesn't. It looks terrible. Because look at all of this. All of this here. Whatever's going on up here is a disaster as well. It's because the screen's too close, I think. But there's nothing I can do. So yeah, we'll live with it. It'll be fine. So you're jumping. You were in E9. Oh bloody hell! And you went with Henry either. God, E9, Luke. You're getting closer to the south though. We need some atmosphere down there. We even had someone in like X1 banging on the backboards for to start a city. And I looked over at them, and both of them were clearly pissed out of their minds. It was brilliant. Then in the concourse, I'd gone to fill my bottle of water up, and they started doing it, and the cleaning lady, she just looked up as the bang happened, and she absolutely herself. Oh, it was brilliant. It was a picture. Yep, I don't want to install it. I don't want to install an update to Logitech. Camera not available. Right, let me zoom in a little bit. Is that correlated across onto here? I don't think it has. Settings again. Let's try. Okay, so that white streak is just the gap where I've shut with curtains. I'm gonna go and fix that, and then I'll be back. Hey, that looks better. It looks better. Still don't look great, but it looks better. Right then. I need to get a proper virtual background made for when I do these. I need to learn to green screen better as well. Because look at that. I was moving my arms around there. Look at all the fuzz. It's because I'm wearing blue as well. Wearing blue doesn't help. Right, anyway. Inglemeyer Lane was in the West Upper. There was no good singing in the West Upper at all. Okay, forget it. Now we're safe. Can we give some time to Tom Huddleston? Yeah, I see that. I'd like to keep Tom on at the end of this season just to, keep him as a player coach until he wants to retire. Then he can take that coaching role full time. I think we should give Festus Arthur a run out. Interesting. What's the best away day I've been on this season? Ooh. Let's have a look at what away days I've done, first of all. Let me open my thumbnail. Page. Right. I'll show you the file I've got for all my Matchday vlog thumbnails, actually. So, there you can see all my thumbnails from this season. Preston was quality. Stoke was a bit naff because we lost. Still a decent day out, though. Huddersfield, decent day out, but again, we lost. Barnsley was quality. Barnsley and Preston are definitely in the top two. Forest was decent, but we lost. Blackpool was all right. Peterborough was brilliant. Peterborough's top three. Birmingham was all right. Borough is up there. And then I'm doing Bristol City at the end of the season as well. Did I meet Shotter's brother? No, I didn't. Shotter's brother didn't come in with Shotter yesterday. I'm not sure if he was even at the game, but he's been at the training ground all week. And they had that charity game, didn't they? That charity game. I'm going to try and just move this light about a little bit and see if that does anything to help the green screen. Have I got enough leeway with it to extend it a little bit more? Yes, I have. Is there enough length in the wire to move it behind my monitor? I don't think so. Trying to evenly get the... Okay, I think I've got it a little bit better. Right. Lucas would start Harvey Cartwright tomorrow. That's an interesting take. That's a very, very interesting take. I wouldn't be opposed to having Cartwright as full-time number 2 next season, because Ingram's... I'd trust Ingram. I'd trust Baxter, but I think we'll only keep one of them. I know Adrian's targeting a goalkeeper. Who knows? But yeah, I'd like to see Cartwright get a couple more outings. Luke wants Deschamps Bernard to start. I don't see us keeping Bernard next season. As sad as it is, he's not had enough minutes under Shotter to prove that if he comes back again or if he signs permanently, he'll be a consistent figure in our starting team. And I think Alfie Jones gets a lot of stick, but it was brilliant. It was really, really good at Middlesbrough on Friday. It was brilliant. And he gets a lot of bad press, does Alfie Jones. But I really, really rate him. I really rate Alfie Jones. Luke loves Alfie. Neither what do you expect when Shotton don't play him. Yeah. Bournemouth fan. Keep it good. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. Actually, you know what? I'll tell you at the end. But I did see coming into the stadium the other day. I saw a certain Mr. Smallwood, and all I'm going to say is, Lucas, you looked incredibly confident going in there that we'd win. So, yeah, you were right. You were right. The academy players who are out on loan should get minutes. Just let me see who they are quickly. I've got my list. Got my list of squad numbers out here. There we go. So I'd like to see Malik get some minutes. Cannon's out on loan. Monka get some minutes, perhaps. Andy Smith's out on loan. Callum Jones is out on loan. Matty's out on loan. Salam's out on loan. That's who I saw going into the Gram the other day as well. Billy Chadwick. He went in where he was brought in by King Lewis Potter. And while Keno was getting all the attention from people or whatever, I just went and spoke to Billy first. He said his injury, because he did his ACL out on loan at Linfield in November. That's why he came back early, and that's why he's not played. Chad's just said to me that the injury's going well. He's all got a plan so far, and pre-season's the aim. The aim to be fit. The aim for Billy to be fit is pre-season, so then he can crack down and see what he can do. But yeah, I really like Billy Chadwick. I really, really like Billy Chadwick. I think he's got something to offer. But it's going to be harder now to bring young players through because of the way we want the club to go. Adjun and Tan are prepared to spend that money. So it's going to be harder to bring young players like Ollie Green, like Harry Wood, like Billy Chadwick, all the way through. But, you know, I'm sure they'll go on to have good careers because they're decent players. Cartwright's another one. Harry Wood's another one. He's training with the first team every day. He's in with the first team every day. He goes into the games every day. Well, every game. So he's in there. Jake Leake's the same. He's permanently up at Cottingham. Macaulay Snellgrove's out on loan. Will Jarvis is out on loan. David Robson's out on loan. Is Nico out on loan? Is Tommy Nixon out on loan? I think he is. I think Tom Nixon's out on loan. Josh Hines is out on loan as well, but he's injured at the moment. Ollie Green's out at Brid. Jevon Mills' loan is over at Falkirk, and he's permanently based at Cottingham every day. And this might interest you. Marcus Force is only 22 years old, which blows my mind. Lucas sees Chadwick in the players. Is he in there every week, Lucas? Because it's very rare that I ever see him. Is he in there every week? Let me know. Keane's fit. Billy Chadwick is my assistant teacher. Hey, that's not bad. He don't play well, Force. Yeah, well, he's never there normally. Yeah, so I thought so. So I'm glad I saw him. Who do you think we should sell? One of Coyle or Emmanuel will go. one of Coyle or Emmanuel will go. I think it's more likely to be Emmanuel, but I'd like to keep one of them. I think we owe Josh another year at least because of the year he's had this year. Elder might go. His contract's up. So does he want to play second fiddle to Fleming? Don't know. Wilkes, I think, will go. As sad as it is, I think Tom Eaves will go. I think now we've seen Syed-Manesh. And as much as I want Tom Eaves to kick on and develop with us, and as much as I want him to stay here and he wants to stay here, I just don't think it'll happen. It's a shame, but I just don't think it'll happen. Mr. Smallwood, leave. Does Tom get in over Aliyah? Definitely not. Tom Eaves does not get in over Aliyah. As much as I love Tom, Aliyah and KLP are going to be the new Bowen and Grzycki. One's wearing 11, one's wearing 20. If Eaves goes, right, do we give Syed-Manesh the number 9 next season? Or if Wilkes goes, do we give him the number 7? Oh. Just don't see what Force adds to the team. I think I'd rather play Smith. Yeah, I see that. I'd rather bring Eaves off the bench than Force. I'd rather bring Smith off the bench than Force. Luke loves Syed-Manesh. I absolutely love Aliyah to bits. He's an absolute don. And for 2 million, 20-year-old, that's all he's going to cost us in the summer. 2 million quid. That's all he's going to cost. We've got to get him. We've got to get Aliyah, surely. I think, as I say, one of Emmanuel or Coyle will go. Cannon will go. There's something I want to show you actually about this next one. I'm going through it in just squad number order on my sheet here. And in case you're unaware, Hibernian were in the Scottish Cup semi-final the other day. And yesterday. And they put the tweet out of 15 minutes to kick off. 15 minutes to kick off. So someone was like, what's your team? Well, 15 minutes to team news announced. A Hibernian fan said, quote, let me find it. Somebody was not too pleased about James Scott starting. They said, and I quote, if James Scott starts, well, there you go. And, James Scott started, as I can show you there, 25, James Scott. So that got me thinking. I said, going to pose a question to fellow #HCAFC fans with this one. What do you all think Shota will do with James Scott in this summer? Personally, I'd move him on, but I do believe he has something more than what he's shown in black and amber so far. Thoughts? So, the consensus is quite clearly get rid. But people have said the indicators suggest that we've just about forgotten all about him. What you have to ask yourself about any player is, do we expect to see him as part of a team challenging for the playoffs? If no, then sell. Showing no signs of achieving his potential here and hasn't whilst on loan either. Selling for me, probably best for both parties. He's got a lot of potential and represented Scotland at under 21 level, I think. Not sure if City's the right club for him, but he'd have a good manager to bring out the best in him. Get rid. Not been impressed with what I saw of him here. If he's struggling back in Scotland, he will struggle here. He's certainly not impressed at Hibs. He's just not pushed on from what was thought to be a good signing at the time. He has to go. Sell him. Sell with a sell-on clause just in case he actually does have the attitude to perform. On his day, he's good, but until then, we don't need him, and we don't know when that day will be. Try and offload, but definitely worth a clean slate and a chance to work with the proper coach. There's something there, just needs an attitude change from what I hear. Sell him, move him on. He has nothing about him. He's been shocking ever since going up to Scotland. He'll end up in League One or League Two playing here and there for someone. He'll probably be offloaded. Definitely some talent in there, but for the good of his career, he needs to get back out playing weekly. I think he'll have to drop down the leagues too. We just really don't need him. I'd sell 100%. This one I like. Send him to Ferriby to get his confidence back. Local council needs to put a banning order on him for takeaways. Get rid. Looks like he can't be bothered being so poor for Hibs today. Sell Shirley. Stick the lad on loan. Can always bring him back if we need him. If not, the extra money will come in hand. He's not cutting it at Hibs, so sell. Bin him, and if possible, get a few quid. He's shit. Never seen anything good about him. So, James Scott's one who I think will go. Yeah. Syed Manesh was absolutely brilliant against Cardiff. The press was amazing. That's what's got him the goal. Hard work gives you goals and wins. Yes, it does. Do I reckon Aliyah will play against England? Well, for Iran, in the last international break, he was in the squad coming off the bench, as Cox has said there. But I think he'll get some minutes against England in the winter, in Qatar. Am I missing something? Why isn't Bernard getting off the bench? He was ever present early on and really effective. Something about it is I think Alfie Jones is back, and him, Greavesy and McLaughlin are playing well. And I think Shotter is preferring to play players like Ingram and Jones, who he sees here in the long run for next season, where he must think something along the lines of, it's going to be unlikely we can get Baxter because of Chelsea's situation, and Bernard's on a long contract at Man United. I think it's something to do with that, maybe. And I think Scott should play up top next season with Aliyah and play KLP and Fleming as wing-backs. Longman, I think, should be an impact sub off the bench. Interesting one. Morning, Harry. I don't think KLP will leave. I don't think he will. Don't sell him don't sell him for any more than 25 million. We undersold Bowen massively, in my opinion. West Ham got him for 18 million quid with the potential to rise to 25. Look at the player he is. He had more goals and more assists than Said Benrahma in that same championship season, and Brentford sold Benrahma for 30 million to West Ham after he went on loan there first with the obligation to buy him for 30 million. How on earth we didn't get more than 20 million up front for Bowen is a disaster. We don't want to undersell someone again, because Keano's got the potential. He's nowhere near the player Bowen was when he left, but he's getting there. He's paced. I think Keano has to pace himself on where Bowen was at that stage of his career. So Keano's League One season and his impact sub-season in the Championship were Bowen's 16-17 season in the Premier League, where he was coming off the bench a little bit. This season, I think is sort of in between Jared's first and second seasons in the Championship, where he's scoring goals, but there are games where he's a little bit anonymous, like he was towards the back end of the season, where we had Slutsky and Adkins as managers, where he scored early on, he impressed, he was still bagging goals, but it wasn't as consistent as it was in years to come for Jared at City. And then next season for Keane, it has to be his 19. If we're to go up, Keane is going to be a massive part of that. That has to be his version of Jared's 1920 season, where every single game he is our best player, most crucial player, scoring goals, creating chances, that sort of thing. Because that Jared has to be Keano's benchmark. Look what he's gone on to achieve. Keano's a little bit younger than what Jared was when he was coming through. He's got to try and match him. But I think for Keane, there's more want to stay here and get to the Premier League with us because it's his hometown club. Jared was from Hereford. We brought him in. Tony Pennant brought him in, actually. But this is Keane's hometown club. I think Keane wants to stay here. That's just my opinion. Do I think we'll sign Aliyah? Yes, 100%. KLP could be better than Bowen in the future, 100%. KLP has the potential to make him the best young player ever to play at our club, 100%. Mahaba Batikan, Mahaba. Right, let's crack on into team news then. Randall Williams and Josh Emmanuel are our only absentees. That was easy. Ref watch then. The referee is Dean Whitestone, 2 liners are Robert Hyde and Adrian Waters. The 4th official is bang average League One referee Gavin Ward. Stats then. If these are taken from Cardiff, possession is fairly even. So therefore passes and stuff are fairly even as well. Shots. All of Cardiff's came in the second. All of ours came in the first. So, you know, the stats show what I believe the game was. Very even. Just on the balance of play, it was even. 2-1 was probably the right result. Because Cardiff did deserve a goal. And they got it. But we dominated them in the first half. They dominated us in the second. And the stats show that it was fairly even. Here we go. Here we go. Luke and Lucas. Hi, Terry. No. Brilliant. We had more quality than them all first half. 100% did, Jack. 100% did. Luke said you meant to say hi back, Lucas. God. Oh, yes. Oh, get the popcorn out. Right. Head-to-head then. For these live previews, you should know by now, we just take a look through their team. They tend to play a 3-5-2. And it's Bartosz Bielkowski in goal. Former Tiger George Long is their number 2. It tends to be. Before... Then their back line, Dan Ballard on loan from Arsenal. Scott Malone, he came in the summer. I believe he was formerly of Derby. Jed Wallace is their most attacking of their 3 central midfielders. Ollie Burke, very good young player in the past. Sejojov from Liverpool. Ryan Leonard scored against us the other year towards the end of the season at our place. Benica Phobe is a very good striker, as is Tom Bradshaw, as is Mason Bennett. Not team news. Bloody hell. Current form now then. Where for us, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 wins and 2 losses. A 2-0 win against Coventry away. Defeat against Luton and Huddersfield at home. Then a win against Middlesbrough away. And our second home win under Shotter. A 2-1 win against Cardiff. Millwall, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2-0 defeat to Stoke, a 2-2 draw with Luton, a 1-0 defeat to Swansea, a 4-1 win against Barnsley, and a 1-1 draw versus Preston. What we're going to do as well is we're going to have a look at league table. Oh, there's something going on in chat. Hi, Luke. Thoughts on the Wilkes situation? I think he's off. Simple as that. Hate Wilkes. Happy Easter, Max. I like, look, what you on about beef. Firstly, me and Ashley's beef. Oh, yeah. Man and Ashley's love is better. My God. My God. I've not been in the stream for a good 3 or 4 weeks. Not much, Lucas. Not much. We're on a deep down, you don't hate him. You act like you hate him. God. There's a lot of nice stuff going on. There's a lot of nice stuff going on. So, league table, because we're safe, we're going to look a bit more optimistically now as well. You look at our table, Millwall could still get in the playoffs. They could still get in the playoffs. In fact, they could more than likely get in the playoffs. Look how tight that is as well. Woo! I think anyone down to Swansea could still get playoffs here. Well, Swansea have got 5 games left. 15 points. They can do it. It's unlikely, but I think it's more likely that Millwall upwards will be in the fight. I think West Brom are just about out of it. QPR have gone on to too poor a run. Us, safe, up to 19th. Come on. Yes. Get another win here. Get another win on Saturday. No, we could beat Bristol City. We could beat Bristol City. Get in there. Oh, my God. Hang on. Depending on what Cardiff's game in hand's like. Oh, my God. We could have 17th here. We could have 17th. Come on. But, right, so I think it's pretty clear Fulham will win the league. They've just delayed it a little bit. It's pretty clear Bournemouth will go up second, barring any major disaster. Playoffs are still to be contested, but who will be joining us in the Championship next season coming down from the Premier League? Norwich, I think, are pretty much down, as are Watford. It's between Burnley and Everton. I think it's going to be Burnley. Just think sacking Sean Dyche was the wrong move. It was the wrong move. It was a really, really, really wrong move. Which one's the most recent game? It's that one, because Everton played Man United. Yeah, sacking Sean Dyche was the wrong move for Burnley. And we'll be doing Turf Moor away next season, in my opinion. Then from League One, I think Wigan have got that league pretty much wrapped up. How many points did we win it with? 89. I think they will eclipse our total of points from last season. They'll get well into the 90s. They could still get 100, to be fair. What? 43, 44, 45, 46. 12 points? No. The most they can get is 99 points. So they won't reach 100. Has anyone reached 100 recently? Coventry didn't, but that's because it was curtailed. Luton had 94. Wigan had 98 when they won it the other year. Sheffield United reached 100. This will be Wigan's bloody 3rd time winning League One in the last sort of 10 years. Well in. But yeah, I think they've got the title sewn up. Rotherham and MK Dons will fight it out for that last automatic promotion spot. Then I'm going to be honest, I think whichever of those doesn't go up will win the playoffs. MK Dons in the Championship as well. Ugh. But then still Sheffield Wednesday, who are in really good form. Wickham are in really good form. Sunderland could still get in there. They've got a game in hand, of course. So it's interesting. But Crewe are already relegated. I think Doncaster are pretty much down as well. Fleetwood could still get out of it. Unlikely, but I think they could. Well, no, it's more than likely because it's only a point and they've got a game in hand. Oh, it's so much nicer looking at this league when we're not in it because it's so unpredictable. Nobody has a clue what will happen. So it's so much nicer looking at it and knowing, we don't have to worry about it. Nice new background. Cheers. It's only because the glare from my blinds behind there, Lucas, is mental. So I've had to green screen it. Vatican says we'll win 2-1. Tigers talk at 6:30. I don't think I'll be free, Max. I'm sorry. I'm having a meal with my family. So I'm sorry. Max has got a predicted 11 and score. Right, as I rattle through these last few bits then, I'll put the StreamYard link in chat for anyone who wants to come in. Lucas thinks it'll be 0-0. What did I think to Liverpool Man City game? What the was Zach Steffen doing? What the hell was he doing? God. If we win and Bristol City and Cardiff lose tomorrow, we go to 17th. Nice. Burnley sacking Sean Dyche has relegated them. Watford away is a game I'm going to the next season as well as Burnley. I might do Watford. If Watford is not midweek, I think I might do it. Shane Watford are down. It's miles away. Everton, Burnley, Norwich are much closer. Well, Norwich is still pretty far. It's a nightmare getting to Norfolk. But, yeah, I'd have liked Everton. It's mad that Lincoln were pushing playoffs last season. Now they're down. Yeah. Wigan were near relegation last year, yeah. But we've got to remember for the first half of that season, they were still in administration. But they've got their owners. They've got the stuff together. They've got the manager playing. They've got the players playing for the manager. Yeah. I kind of want Sheffield Wednesday back up so we can play them again, yeah. Sheffield Wednesday is always it's always real expensive. I want to go to Watford in the office. Chat in the off chance having Ben Foster's vlog. Nice. Oh, Ben Foster will have GoPro in the goal back next season as well. Get in. I want Everton and not Burnley. Think Foster will leave Watford? I don't think he will. So I think doing the cycling GK, going into a new environment like that, I just think it won't work. I think he'll think, right, I might just stay here till I'm retiring. Because what, is he 40 now? He's 39 now. I'm going to be honest. I can see Ben Foster sticking it around at Watford for another 2 or 3 years. And then just leaving it there. It's my opinion. Happy Easter. Enjoy your days, people. Hope you win. Nice. I'm off to Rotherham, Sheffield United. Yeah, I'd like to do Sheffield United and Rotherham. I've done Rotherham before. Happy Easter to you as well. They've signed a new keeper called Okoye for the next season. Watford Okoye. Have I missed this? Maduka Okoye. From Sparta Rotterdam. When did he sign for Watford? Oh, he's a Nigerian international. Oh, Will Trooster Kong's put a word in. Oh yeah, they signed him in January. So yeah, they've just loaned him back to Sparta Rotterdam. Interesting. I'd like to go to Rotherham, reach his old club, yeah. Who do I think's been released? As I say, one of Coyle or Emmanuel will go. Elder might go if you don't want to play backup anymore. Wilkes, I think, pretty much gone. One of Coyle or Emmanuel will go, as I've said. I don't think we'll get Baxter permanently. Cannon will go. Scott will go. I think Monka will go. Randell Williams might go, depending on who we sign. Eves might go. I think one of Eves or Tyler Smith will go. Huddleston might still go, but I think we'll keep him around as an experienced figure in there. because he knows the Championship, and if we get up to the Premier League, he knows the Premier League as well. I don't think we'll get Bernard permanently. I don't think we'll keep Force or Walsh either. That out of our choice. So I think there'll be quite a few who go. But I think Ingram will stay, Smallwood will stay, Honeyman will stay, Syed Manesh will stay. I think Keena will stick around. I think Greavesy will stick around. Yeah. Harry thinks Eves will stay. You'd happily see the back of Tyler Smith. Classic Alam signing. See, I think Eves' contract position might dictate whether we keep either him or Tyler Smith, because Eves is out of contract and Smith isn't. I think that'll decide it. When I went to Sheffield United, it was really expensive. I think both Sheffield teams are mega, mega expensive. So with a cost of living crisis, it's not too great. Anyway, club need to hurry up renewing everyone's contracts. I think we were waiting until we knew what division we were going to be in. But I think now we'll start seeing Ingram. Ingram said to someone I know in Tesco, as soon as I have a contract put in front of me, I will sign it. So Ingram wants to stay. Honeyman's made it clear he wants to stay. Smallwood's made it clear he wants to stay. Eves has made it clear he wants to stay. 2 Championship clubs I haven't been to is Blackburn and Reading. Those 2 will still be in this division next year. Right, we've started messing about talking about relegation and stuff, haven't we? Around the grounds then, Championship Matchday 43, the early kick-off tomorrow is Middlesbrough versus Huddersfield. All the 3 o'clock games are Reading versus Swansea, QPR versus Derby, us v Millwall, Coventry versus Bournemouth, Cardiff versus Luton, Blackpool versus Birmingham, Blackburn versus Stoke, Barnsley versus Peterborough. That's a big one. That's a very big one. Bristol City versus Sheffield United is the 5:30 kickoff. Nottingham Forest West Brom is the 8 o'clock kickoff. And on Tuesday, Fulham play Preston at 7:45. Let's crack on into memorable match, where we're heading back to the 26th of February 2019 with Nigel Adkins as manager. We beat Millwall 2-1 at our place. Jarrod Bowen and Matt Pugh scoring our goals. It was David Marshall in goal. Back 4 was Todd Kane, Reece Burke, Jordi Device and Eric Lee High, who was not the captain at the time. It was Marcus Henriksen. The 2 wingers were Bowen and Grzycki. Then in the middle, it was Henriksen, the captain, and Jackson Irvine, with Matt Pugh behind Chris Martin. The bench was George Long, Evandro, Nua Dicko, David Milinkovic, Robbie McKenzie, Max Sheaf, and Liam Ridgewell. Remember him? Wasn't he dreadful? And then we'll crack on into last time out, where we absolutely got the better of Millwall. It was freezing cold, but it don't matter because we won. Goals from George Honeyman and Ryan Longman were the difference between us and Millwall. In goal, it was Nathan Baxter. The back 3 was Deshaun Bernard, Sean McLaughlin, Jacob Greaves. On the right was Ryan Longman. On the left was Keane Lewis Potter. Midfield 3 was Smallwood, Honeyman and Doherty, Wilkes and McGuinness. They were up top together. On the bench was Matt Ingram, Callum Elder, Tom Eves, Andy Cannon, George Monka, Randall Williams and Tom Huddleston. Grant McCann was our manager at that time. And our record against these guys, I'll show you now. We've won 25, drawn 19, lost 23. We'll go down to our most recent games. Our last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 defeats, 2 wins and a draw. The loss was against Millwall in the FA Cup on the 6th of January 2019, a game in which a certain Mr. Keane Lewis Potter made his Hull City first team debut. We then beat them 2-1 in the game I showed in memorable match. Drew 1-0 with them on the 31st of August 2019. That was Camo Grzycki's halfway line free kick goal. Then we lost to them in our relegation season on the 11th of July 2020. And then last time, of course, a 2-1 win in November. We'll move on to shared shirts, where I've got quite a tasty one to show today. He left us in the summer. It's a man by the name of George Long. He was with us from 2018 when we signed him from Sheffield United to 2021 at the end of last season when he left us as his contract expired. 65 appearances, no goals, of course, he's a goalie. And for Millwall, he joined them when he left us. He's played 4 appearances. He's made 4 appearances so far. 3 in the Carabao Cup, 1 in the FA Cup, 4 appearances, no goals. So, yeah, he's been Millwall's backup keeper this season. Has George Long. So yeah, he's struggled for minutes, but that's the life of being a backup goalie. I think Eves will stay. Yeah, been through these. Hunman works hard for any club that he's at. I'd say we have a better team now compared to that squad. You know what? I see that. I do see that from that Nigel Adkins one. I do see it. But I just think Bowen and Grzycki and, you know, those guys, Henriksen on form. Yeah, I do see it. And thinking about it, I think they're pretty even. As a manager, but do I rate McCann? I think McCann's a decent manager. I think Grant's a decent manager. Why do we play tomorrow? Because it's Easter Monday. And we played Good Friday, so we'll play Easter Monday as well. And McCann was decent. Yeah, McCann was decent. It has been a while since these were pre-recorded, but we've got less than a month till my exams now, so you won't get any pre-recorded. You'll get, do you prefer these live, or do you prefer them pre-recorded? Let me know, because I can do more with these live ones than just showing Google tabs. But this season's been a bit different because year 11 and stresses and all that stuff. But we've got 3 prefer live. I think I'll stick with them live then. And it's live. Yeah. I'll stick with them live for next season then. It's what you lot prefer. And they're easier for me as well because I can just sit down and just chat. Yeah, they're really fun. Yeah, Harry prefers live. He was decent. He was not decent. So many awful results kept up the arrogance. He did have his favourites. I think every manager ends up having the favourites. I think that's just how it is. Predicted 11. Now then, in Shota Ravaladze's 3-4-3 formation. In goal, Matt Ingram. At centre-back, Jacob Greaves, Alfie Jones and Sean McLaughlin. Right wing-back, Louis Coyle. Left wing-back, Brandon Fleming. Central midfield, Smallwood, Slater. Right wing, Honeyman. Left wing, Lewis Potter. And up top, Aliyah Syed Manesh. The bench, Nathan Baxter, Greg Doherty, Tom Eves, Ryan Longman, Tom Huddleston, Deshaun Bernard, and Marcus Force. I think it will stay exactly the same. Predicted scores. Get your predicted scores in chat now. I'll tell you mine. I think it'll be 1-1 tomorrow. In fact, no, because Matt Ingram's on a really, really nice run. Do I see Matt keeping that run? I do. Matt Ingram will keep the run of not conceding away from home. So I think it will be a 1-0 Hull City win. And the goal scorer will be, once again, Aliyah Syed Manesh. I think we'll do the same as we did as Middlesbrough. Sit back, absorb the pressure, and then hit them when we can. And I think it'll be Aliyah to score a really, really nice goal from just inside the penalty area, quite central. He'll just put his laces through it in a bit of space, put it through a couple of bodies. Keeper won't be able to see a thing. We won't be able to wear the away kit. I think we'll be in... Where is it? I don't think we'll be able to wear the away kit because Millwall's kit's pretty much black anyway. So I think we'll try and get a bit of luck in I think we'll get try and get a bit of luck in this beauty, in that beautiful shirt. I think we'll try that. I think we'll try that. So yeah, right. Thank you for watching, everyone. I'll quickly look through your score predictions. 3-1 City, 1-0 win, 0-0. Because we're not wearing the away kit, we're getting beat. He's back from suspension. He was back from suspension on Saturday. Not on Saturday, on Friday. So yeah. But yeah, I think we can get something. I think we can get something. So yeah, if you go into the game, have safe travels down there. Hope you enjoy it. I'll have a match reaction straight after. I'm sure I'll find a stream of it somewhere. Is it on the Sky Red button, actually? Because it was on Friday. I'll find out. If not, I'll find a dodgy stream. Right. Thank you for watching, everyone. It's been a pleasure doing one of these again. And sorry for the bang average green screen, but that's the issues of starting a stream at 11:30 on a Sunday morning. Right. Thank you for watching, everyone. I'll see you later. Take care. Goodbye.